What is up, YouTube world? Jay Coffee back. Got an NFL blog for you guys. Now check it out. Come NFL season, you guys may see I do a lot of different topics on this channel, but come NFL season, I'm gonna have a lot of NFL content. We're gonna talk football a lot on a weekly basis, so make sure to join the discussion and let me know your guys' thoughts on the topics we're covering. Now, I've also thought of making a separate channel strictly for football news, for NFL videos. Let me know if you guys think that's a good idea or if I should just upload them on this main channel. I'm trying to figure it out. I don't have a huge channel, so I just want people, that algorithm is a motherfucker. I want people to see the videos that I make, and I do a lot of different topics. But anyways, today there were reports going all around, that Ryan Fitzpatrick, Fitzmagic, whatever you want to call him, left Miami Dolphins field. They were going to have a scrimmage. He was at practice. They were getting ready for a scrimmage, and reports were coming out that Fitz was distraught and just, wasn't into it and left the field. And, a lot of people are reaching out. Is Fitz okay? What's going on? He's distraught. What's the deal? And they said Fitz's mother passed away. He found out his mother passed away, and he's not up to scrimmaging. So that's what it was, and the Dolphins put out a statement, and Flores put out a statement saying Fitz lost his mom. Everyone give prayers to Fitz, and that's what happened. So thoughts and prayers out to Fitz, and I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit. If you guys, follow my channel when it comes to football at all, you guys know I'm a diehard Buffalo Bills fan. So, we had Fitz for quite a few years. And we were ecstatic when Fitz first took the field for us, as Trent Edwards was our quarterback and things weren't going so well. So when Fitz came in and took over that starting job, and I was, moving the ball around after we had Captain Check down. That's what Trent ended up becoming. We were ecstatic for Fitz. Well, now, Fitz has been to, I'm trying to think, after the Bills, he went to Tennessee, Houston. Before the Bills, he was in St. Louis and Cincinnati. But after he went to Tennessee, Houston, New York Jets, Tampa, and now the Dolphins. And he's made an impact everywhere he went. He really has. Fitz, it's a wild situation with Fitz. And I'm going to, give my take. I've talked about Fitz in other videos. I'm going to give my take a little more. But let me play this clip of, someone else's take on Fitz. And I'll be right back with.
I think with the way he played last year, I think it justified a few bumps up from where he was. Last year, I believe I had him in the mid-30s. Last year's quarterback rankings, I should say. But last season, I thought Ryan Fitzpatrick had one of his more consistent, better seasons he's had of his NFL career. When you talk about Fitzpatrick, Mike, and this is one of the, hot, cold, streakiest quarterbacks I have ever seen in my life. I mean, he really is. He can come out one week, just like we saw in Week 17 against the Patriots, and you go, he's unstoppable. I mean, he's just aggressive, and he doesn't care, and he's throwing the ball right on the money, and he's making a few plays with his legs. But then he could have other weeks where you'd go, I don't know if he could hit the broadside of the barn. He's missed 5 wide open receivers. He's thrown 4 passes into quadruple coverage, and those are the things that would drive you crazy about Ryan Fitzpatrick. But
all right, so you guys hear that. That's dude from Pro Football Focus, I believe. And, they just did that recently. That's his take on Fitz. That's just a clip of it. But I thought that was a good clip to use because the deal with Ryan Fitzpatrick is exactly what he said. Fitz can be damn near unstoppable out there. Looking, I guess, almost like Steve Young in his prime. Or I don't know, guys. Give me, all the football fans, give me some comparisons. That when Fitz is on point, who he reminds you of. Also, like I said, guys, just in general, jump in the comments. Let me know who your favorite football team is. But anyways, getting back to Fitz, this guy is dangerous when he's on point. He'll go out there and put a hurting on defenses. We saw it in Buffalo, and we saw it everywhere he went. Like I said, he's made an impact. And, at one point in time, there was a graphic going around a few years back where they were saying, this is the cycle of Ryan Fitzpatrick. Come in, don't quote me on this, but something along the lines of come in, stir up a little QB controversy, because he plays better than the other QB, end up landing the starting QB job, then get an extension, get some money, and then basically they say he shits the bed, okay? I got a lot of love for Fitz, but there is some truth to that saying there. That's what ended up happening in Buffalo, although I will say that 2011 season where there was the lockout, and then, we ended up starting the season undefeated. We beat the Patriots, all that. Fred Jackson ended up breaking his leg, who was the best running back in the league at the time, in my opinion. And then Fitz broke his ribs in a Week 7 game versus the Washington. Now they're not going to be called the Redskins, just the Washington football team. Let me know your guys' thoughts about that as well. But anyways, he broke his ribs that year. He should have took a rest. He didn't. But the same thing happened everywhere he went. With the Jets, they went 11-5, almost made the playoffs. Lost to the Bills the end of the season. We kept them out of the playoffs. It's just a wild situation with Fitz. It's like hard to get a read on this guy, how he can be so streaky like that, right? Now, I did a video on Fitz a couple years ago about this whole situation, and someone was saying Fitz had worked some of the kinks out of his game, and he got pulled from the starting job in Tampa prematurely. If you remember, he was lighting it up in Tampa. Him and Deshaun Jackson were like, it was amazing. That's when Fitz came out, wearing all Deshaun's jewelry and everything, having a fun time, clowning around at the press conference. Fitz was on fire. He ended up, losing the starting job. Again, it was a mess. That's what's happened. But what I want to talk about now is who do you think's going to end up? Is Tua going to start? Is Rosen going to start? Or do you think Fitz is still the guy in Miami? What is your take on all this streakiness that Fitz has? And like I say, do you guys, that guy, like I said, I only played a clip of him talking about Fitz, but he was basically saying Fitz limited a lot of those, streaky games, the mistakes that he made last year. You know what I mean? And someone, like I said, was saying that about his time in Tampa. If they would have let Fitz ride it out, he was getting better. Like, if Fitz can ever eliminate the kinks out of his game, period, this guy might, you know what I mean? A nice playoff run, like, for real. But what do you guys think of Miami's situation? Will Fitz get the starting job? Is Fitz still progressing even this late in his career? It's an interesting story with Fitz. Is Fitz one of the greatest journeymen of all time? Like, I've kind of had this conversation before. Let me know your guys' thoughts on everything that I'm talking about here. Football fans, sub to the channel, hit the bell. And everyone, let me know, do you think I should start a separate channel for these football videos? Like I said, we cover a lot of different topics here. I'm trying to figure out, if I'm just better off uploading them here. I pretty much upload everything on this main channel, but I don't know. Let's talk about it. I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace.